He saw 2023. These were the same dumb, daft arguments they made in 2023 that we shut them up for. Dumb, daft arguments. You don't even need a lot of bandwidth to be able to do the transmission. Are you guys kidding me? And you're bringing that argument again to 2027? It's daft, it's dumb.
Electronic transmission of results is critical to preventing the kind of collation center manipulation that has plagued Nigerian elections. The fact that opposition senators from PDP, LP, and even one APC member are united on this issue shows how fundamental this provision is. Nigerians deserve a credible elections. Revive our system. We must find ways to make sure that this system must work for Nigerians to believe in credible elections. Rufai.
You know why I was like,
yeah.
Ataramodu's argument is so jaded, bruh. Mr. Senator, your argument is so jaded. He saw 2023. These were the same dumb, daft arguments they made in 2023 that we shut them up for. Dumb, daft arguments. You don't even need a lot of bandwidth to be able to do the transmission. Are you guys kidding me? And you're bringing that argument again to 2027? It's daft, it's dumb. Please, we are not fools. INEC gets about 97% transmission for election. Are you not in this country?
Yeah.
Don't you see INEC gets about 97% transmission? Is it not from rural areas that do the transmission? Why is it that we have a set of leaders that always bring us back as a nation? Nigeria, you see, every morning I wake up and I see how blessed this country is. But when I see the quality of leaders we get, they are not even deserving of lacing the boots of the hardworking citizens of this country. Now the next thing, the senators, the bunch of them, sat together and they're trying to say, oh, it's transfer, not transmission. Heck yeah, we know what we're talking about.
All right.
It's transmission. You transmit, you send across a medium. Internet is a medium here, not transfer. And why we are doing this is to nullify the collation, the criminal center called collation center,
Right.
where people manipulate the elections.
Yes.
And by the way, if they've got nothing to hide, why did we have a technological glitch? Why was it only the presidential election? Nigerians must stand for this. These senators must stop making us a joke. And please, people, mark their face down. In the next election, deal with them. Show them how you feel.
Dr. Abati.
Okay, a number of
Nonsense.
Earlier on today, we had former Minister Obi Ezekwesili, and we started with the piece she has written on the subject that it looks like the National Assembly is playing with fire. But the major point of our submission in the article she wrote is about trust.
Yes.
That to build trust in the electoral process, the National Assembly, in redefining, amending, reviewing the Electoral Amendment Act of 2022, must be seen to be doing it in a transparent and accountable manner to build confidence in the electoral process so that the people will believe that the 2027 general election has not been rigged from now and that it will be free, fair, and credible. So that's why transparency and accountability is important. The second issue to raise is the point made by Yemi Adaramodu, who is the spokesperson of the Senate. Now, you won't be able to transmit from some rural areas and all of that. He was just making a comment on the level of our development. They have elections in other places. When they hold elections in the US or they hold election in the UK, in some countries, you may not even know that the election is going on. People will go to work, everything will happen, and it will be transmitted.
Yes.
But what the senator was saying basically is that we're still a backward country when it comes to election management. And what Nigerians and the commentariat have been saying is that, look, can we raise the level of performance, both institutionally and also procedurally? And in that regard, you cannot argue with the people. It's about raising the standards. Now, I made a point before that, you know, the politicians, the lawmakers are probably looking at pragmatism. nobody as a politician we want to go and make a law that will remove him from power. So it's a game also of self-preservation. And Nigerians are saying, contrary-wise, that we the people should be the ones to decide. When you produce when we have voted, transmit real time.
Yes.
So that all of us can monitor the votes. If you say defend your votes, how will we defend the votes if what we get there will be at the discretion of INEC?
All right.
Finally, I do not think that those who are commenting on this should speak in a fashion that will look like they are inciting the people. Because when you tell the people, rise up, occupy National Assembly, that will be a form of incitement. I think the opposition should also speak like statesmen, like leaders. But I know it can be very frustrating when you see those in charge trying to play games with the process. But you know, nobody should recommend violence. Nobody should incite anybody because the process itself has not been completed.
All right.
House of Reps is still saying they still have their own objections. The harmonization process has not taken place.
Right.
The president has not signed. So you can put pressure through your representatives.
And that's what we are doing here. Ayo, you wanted to say something, but let's quickly just say before
So
that
quick
you can
fun
end.
fact.
What was it?
ECHA image on IREF is roughly between 200 to 800 kilobytes per polling unit results. If it's properly captured, it falls between 300 to 600 kilobytes. Daramodu's argument does not hold water.
All right. Okay.
I've just proven empirically for you.
Argument around the fact that just with your phone network,
yes.
if you are in a network in a network deprived area, even when you send messages and it has a one tick, when you get to an area, but the main issue is that let it be transmitted there.
Right.
Where you then get at least the point that you cannot change it in transit. That's what people are asking for. And that argument it falls flat. It speaks of almost an ignorance of how technology works, and it's quite sad to see that that's the level of our development here in Nigeria. I think it paints us in very bad light. But very quickly on inciting, Nigerians will get to a point, and I can bet you that they would not need an opposition figure to make a point around that. I recall when the Enough is Enough movement started, that term, enough is enough. When you continue to push the people, whether or not anybody comes out to say it, the people will fight back. And that's why it is a note of warning to our leaders that let's look at examples around the world. Look at Kenya, look at Nepal, look at Tanzania. People, and you can't kill everybody. So the truth is that people still have a right to peaceful protest, but you cannot push Nigerians to the wall and expect that they just keep looking docile and we keep saying, oh, just calm down. If they have used all the legal options, and this is why we are asking them to let the voices of people be heard, so that people do not feel aggravated beyond the point of legality.
Speaking about